So guys, thought I would do just a little bit of an update on my room for those of you who do enjoy the Barbies and you get out of it kind of what I do. So I've of course gotten a lot of new dolls. I've given away some dolls. I've traded some dolls. I've done a lot of stuff here lately. So just going to share with you. So just going to start down here. These are some of the Disney dolls that I have accumulated. Not that I collect Disney dolls, but when they're this pretty and you have everyone, why not display them? So just kind of wanted to show them. And then just some of the older dolls I have, some of the dolls that I keep in their boxes. Some of these are Barbies with disabilities, like this particular Barbie here. She is the American Foundation for the Blind, and it's actually written in Braille. So just thought that was really cool. This one is National Down Syndrome Barbie. This one has a prosthetic leg. This guy has a skin disorder. There's multiple Barbies. This little Barbie, she's got braces. She's the only Barbie to ever have braces. And some of them are just, it's their build. Some of them are a little chubbier than others. This is something new that Barbie's been doing probably for about the last 15 years is making these different kinds of Barbies. But these are the ones that really interest me. So just to kind of show you, these are ones from my childhood and from the early 90s. Some of these I'm sure you guys will see and say, oh, I had that one, or I've seen that one before. For me, of course, I definitely did not have hardly any of them. My Barbies when I was young, I had probably about 7 or 8, and I loved them dearly. But as I collect these and I get them, I just fall in love with them. So just to kind of show you everything, up there is a doll my friend Jess gave me. They are scattered everywhere at this point. These are High School Musical dolls up here in the Barbie caravan mobile. These are my Barbie and the Rockers. Not all of them, but the ones that I have accumulated and found their clothing. So these were dolls that I actually had when I was young. Back in the 80s. So to my favorite dolls, these were either dolls that I had or wanted. This is Dream Date Barbie. Loving you, Barbie, here with the red hearts. This one here is Magic Moves, and she does a little slick move with her hands to put her hair back. This is Crystal Barbie. This is Peaches and Cream Barbie. And if I actually reordered a repro of her that will be coming around Christmas time. And these two are my favorite. This is Pink and Pretty Barbie, and I have her in the African American version and the regular version, which is what I had when I was a little girl. And then down here is Day to Night Barbie, where Barbie could be dressed for business and then turn around and her outfit would kind of flip around and she'd be dressed to go out with Ken. Got this Barbie here from a friend of mine that I just newly made in the Barbie community. Her name is Carrie as well. And then I've got this beautiful Barbie. I've got Angel Face. This one is Magic Curl Barbie, I think. And she, I just don't have her dress yet. She should have a yellow dress, and I have her, oh, up here. So this is, and she has a terrible stain, but sometimes these things are so old. As you can see, I've got quite a few Barbies up here. These are my older Barbies. This Barbie is actually about as old as I am. She's almost 50 years old. Sweet 16 is, I think, older than me. This is my first Bubble Cut Barbie. This is Kissing Barbie. A lot of these are like Malibu Barbie. There's different ones. And then back in here is my original Midge. And then I've got some reproduction Barbies back there. And these are all my Kens. I don't go looking for Kens. They just seem to find me. And I love them if I can find them and they look different than what I remember. As you can see back in there is a Luke Perry doll. Up here is Skipper's boyfriend, Kevin. I did not even realize he existed until recently. And then this Ken here is actually the first Ken ever produced. And as you can see, his hair, it's what they call flocked. And so he's really cool. So This was Shaven Fun Ken. I'm not always good with the Kens and the names. I think this one here is Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. So as you can see, there's just different ones. And then the next ones I'm just going to kind of go over fast because I know I've talked a lot. But if you see anything, there's another Barbie back there that my friend Jess gave me. If you see any Barbie that looks familiar to you, of course, as I've been getting these Barbies, as you can see, I get little food trucks and cars. I have a couple Funko Pops. That's Crystal Barbie and Peaches and Cream there. These are new to me. This was Star. She's not a Barbie, but she was made by Mattel, the same people who make Barbie. And she was pretty popular in the 70s. I think she was made maybe for 2 years, like 79 and 80. As I go along and the more that I watch, and I watch YouTube and I talk to people, I learn more and more about Barbie, and there's so much to her. This dollhouse was given to me by Brooke. It was Maddie's and she was going to get rid of it. It just took up a lot of space, and it's a perfect place for my Barbies to be. And as you can see, I've got Barbies there. Have some old video game systems down there as well. More Barbies, not so Barbies. These are Gem dolls. Oh, and Ollie says hello. And then these are dolls that aren't Barbie, but I have just accumulated them and I love them. The Monster High dolls are so cool. I think those are Rainbow High dolls. Of course, there's another Disney princess. There's a Britney Spears doll back there. A Tinkerbell. Of course, you can see some of my Bigfoot stuff. Here's another cool Monster High. This was a doll that I had as a kid. It's called a My Child. I did have to buy it clothing from Amazon because it was naked. Here's some of my Elvira stuff that I have. Absolutely love Elvira. I've loved her for a very long time. There's some of my Care Bears, one from my childhood, one from recent. And as you can see, I could go on forever about all the different dolls that I have. Love some of these. That's the She-Ra, and of course the Harley Quinn and Supergirl. The bad guy from the Rapunzel movie, I can't think of her name, but I just think she's too cool with her hair. And then of course this is just kind of an eclectic shelf. That's my real baby that Jim got me for Christmas. She's a replica pretty much of, and not a replica, she's actually made at the same time and still in the box, but I got her for Christmas one year and I loved her. So Jim got her for me. And then over here, I'm just going to kind of scan just so you can kind of see. It's such strange stuff. There's Ziggy, there's a Monchichi, there's She-Ra, Miss Piggy's back in there. We've even got Jesus. Hi, Jesus. And the Smurfs. I've got some Smurfs, a Mickey Mouse, a Chip and Dale, a little teeny tiny Harley Quinn. There's even a Wild Thornberry there. And these are some of Jim's Star Wars things that we've collected. Not a whole lot because he's not crazy about it like I am. Just some Beetlejuice stuff, some E.T. stuff, and then of course more of the dolls. These are other doll houses that I've been given, and I just kind of put everything. So this shelf is just dolls that I just absolutely adore and love and think are beautiful. There's an old Barbie bathtub back in there, 40th anniversary Barbie. I love this Barbie. She's not a Barbie at first, but you can get her at Walmart and there's all kinds of them and they're adorable. And then Betsy Ross Barbie. I thought she was too cute. Army Barbie. Of course, American Beauty Queen. I've got a Harley Quinn Barbie back in there, which I love. A couple of the older dolls from when I was little in the box. And there's Birthday Barbie from my friend Jess again. And then just some of the ones that I just love their outfits. Some are in boxes, some are not. Look at this girl's wild hair. There's little Debbie Barbie. And then these are just very pretty. These I got recently from the flea market, believe it or not. This was given to me by my friend Hillary, and she's on display there too. This is a doll that I was bought by Kathy Summers a long time ago. So if she watches this to see if she remembers, but she got it for me for Christmas one year. I think I was 19 years old back then when she got it. But these are just some of the cool Barbies I have. I love when they have their original outfits. I just feel like it just makes it even better. And of course the McDonald's toys. You know, everybody probably has seen one of these at some time in their life, and as I collect them, of course I keep them. Just some more doll stuff in the floor. This is stuff that I let Madeline play with, and it just makes it fun for her. Any of these Barbies she can touch and play with and change their hair, change their clothes. And then of course the Barbie dream house that Jim found me in an old house that they were cleaning out, and we brought it back to life. And guys, I know this video is really long. Just going to show you just a few more things really quick. So this is all of my Skippers, Courtney's. Gosh, there's even, I think, some Chelsea's. This very, very old Skipper that I found. But you'll see there's even a teen Skipper. She kind of looks more like Barbie. Then there's my original Skipper back there. Scooter. Oh my gosh, Scooter is so cute. She is Skipper's best friend. And I just got her recently too. She's very old. And then these are all my kind of bride, bridesmaids, flower girl, groomsmen dolls. That's Edward from Twilight, but he is playing groomsman. And then I love these little kind of closet setups. So I just kind of fix the Barbies up and just set them there because I think it makes them look very, very pretty. I've got a couple of those. And then these are all of my Tommy's and Kelly's and Chelsea's, and there's so many of course that you can buy, but these are just ones I've came across. Again, some old Barbies, just trying to find ways to put them where people can see them. And then oh, and Ollie laying on the strawberry shortcake blanket because this is a mess over here. This is kind of what I'm using now to organize, trying to keep clothes straight, shoes straight. And then I worked on these this weekend. They're about 3 deep, I would say. And these dolls are all like newer Barbies, not made of the same materials as the old Barbies. Their legs are a little bit clacky, I guess. And they bend. So some of them are very stick straight, some of them are tall, like this one has blue hair. This one, just to kind of show you the difference, this one's very short, and has brown hair and a visor. Then of course there's the Kens. I tried to match these up to their original clothing as best that I could, like if I had the clothing. Some of them, like this one, this is not her original outfit, but I thought it was really cute. Then I've got dolls like this that she had hair that was removable. Don't really care for those too much. The newer dolls are beautiful, but they're not the quality that you got back in the day. But these I've worked on all weekend and found out who they were and put their clothes on them. And then just my last thing that I want to show, this is a newer Barbie face mold. Of course you can see she's a mermaid. I don't care for the mermaids, but this new face is called the Odile, and I think she's beautiful. And she's my first one of that. So, but just to kind of scan back over everything really quickly. Of course, my new sun and moon that I showed everybody in the pictures, aren't they gorgeous? Just amazingly gorgeous. I bought those from a lady in Ironton, you know, right here in our hometown, and I got those for $25 a piece. The receipt was in the box, and it showed that she, you know, what she paid for them, which was like $125 or $130 a piece for those back in 92 it said. But they came with boxes, which I have. I just I don't have them sitting out where you can see them. But this has just really been fun for me. I know it probably seems crazy to most because I'm an adult that is playing with Barbies, but I'm not really playing with them. I just really enjoy them, and they make this room, which is also my work room, just a very enjoyable place to be. But if you have any questions about any of them, or you see a Barbie that you had when you were little, I would love to hear back from you or make a comment. This is what I'm doing. So I'm hoping maybe to possibly start selling some of them, especially those ones that I just recently worked on. Oh, and this is, I've still got to get the drawers. It's terrible, but this is a sewing machine that I bought off of Savannah on Facebook. And I'm hoping to get that going and maybe start making some doll clothes. So, but this is where I'm at. This is my room, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope that if you love Barbies like I do, that you know, maybe this will spark some kind of happiness in you too. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye.